Hi everyone, my name is Bean and you're watching Battle of the Band. This is just a short little video to tell you what's coming up next in the channel. We have the Unicorns tournament currently going, and as soon as that's over with, we're just going to jump right on into the next tournament. And this one is a result of my own decision. I decided I wanted to listen to this band because I know a little bit about it, and I know a little bit about its lead singer, but I've never really listened to a lot of it. And I want to see what the 80s stuff was like, because they were noise rock early on. The band I'm talking about is White Zombie. White Zombie is an American heavy metal band that formed in 1985. They came from New York City, and they're classified as heavy metal, groove metal, industrial metal, alternative metal, that type of genre, basically. But their earlier stuff had a lot more noise rock sound to it, I guess, which I'm really interested in checking out. They are known for their lead singer, Rob Zombie, who is basically a household name at this point. Rob Zombie, after this band broke up, I think even before this band broke up, he had some solo stuff coming out, and he's very well known for his solo stuff. Personally, it's not my favorite. Like, Rob Zombie's solo stuff feels like AC/DC to me. He just wrote the same song 100 times, and it's a good song, but he's making a lot of money off of just basically one song. Really, if I hear Living Dead Girl one more time, I'm going to scream. I do not like that song just after it was in every horror movie that came out around the time that song came out. They've really killed that song. I'm not going to scream. I mean, I'm not a crazy person. But anyway, we have a few albums that they put out. We'll be listening to everything I could track down, though. So we'll be listening to their EPs from the 80s. We'll be listening to anything that was on a soundtrack. Like there's one song that was on the Beavis and Butthead Experience, which was a soundtrack that I had back in the day. There's also a song from the Beavis and Butthead movie. So this is actually good timing since that new Beavis and Butthead movie came out. Maybe White Zombie is a little hotter at the moment. I kind of like tie those two things together because White Zombie used a lot of animation, and Beavis and Butthead was like the first mainstream adult animation, like more adult than The Simpsons anyway. I guess it was kind of like an alternative adult animation that turned mainstream. I don't know. MTV was weird. But White Zombie released 4 full-length albums, so I'll make sure to touch on all of those. That's Soul Crusher from 1987, Make Them Die Slowly from 1989, La Sexorcisto, Devil Music Volume 1 from 1992, and Astro Creep 2000 from 1995. They also have a handful of EPs. They have Gods on Voodoo Moon, which was out in 1985, Pig Heaven, and Slaughter the Gray. I think those are the only 2 songs on that one, from 1986. Psycho Head Blowout from 1987, and God of Thunder from 1989. That's right, folks. White Zombie has a Kiss cover in their catalog. That's not just a coincidental name. That is similar to Hurdy Gurdy Man, where they took their EP, named it after the song they were covering, and that's pretty cool. They also had a couple of remix albums I'm not going to touch on. Like Nightcrawlers is just like some KMFDM remixes of some of their songs. And there's Super Sexy Swingin' Sounds, which was actually one of the White Zombie albums that my brother and I listened to a lot. A whole lot of remixes on there, though. And we're just trying to figure out their best studio albums, like their original tracks. The remixes are remixed typically by other artists and not White Zombie, so we're going to go with just their studio albums. They also released a couple of compilation albums, which did their best to collect all of their music. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie was released in 2008 and has a bunch of discs. And has 4 CDs along with a DVD with all their music videos and a bunch of live performances. That's a pretty cool release. And then they came out with It Came From NYC in 2016, which includes a few songs that weren't on that collection, and managed to make my tournament go slightly over 64 songs. I had a nice, clean 64-song tournament here, and then I found 8 more songs. So now we have a 72-song tournament, with the first round just being 8 matches with a whole bunch of buys in it, similar to what we did with Butthole Surfers. Anyway, I'm excited to get into this one. We have about 10 more days till the Unicorns tournament will be over. Only a week worth of music, but I am taking a little bit of time off here. I've got 3 days I gotta leave town, and then I'll be back at it, going strong. I hope to see you there, though. It's going to be really fun. We're going to listen to every song White Zombie has put out, and I think it's going to be a really good time. I'll see y'all later. Hope you have a great night, a fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning.